Jessica Oots here with Jessica Oots Real Estate in Layton, Utah. Another quick checklist. I'll make sure to put in the description a PDF file so that you can print this out and have it with you. When you go to apply for a loan with your lender, you'll need to have some documentation. A couple of quick things that you probably already know. Your driver's license with the social security number. It doesn't have to be on the driver's license, but it needs to be able to, you need to be able to write that down. The address that you've been living, where you've been living for at least the last 2 years. They'll want to know. That includes your name and dates, and if you had any landlords, their names and phone numbers as well. Another thing that you'll need is proof of income. That can be your employment history. W-2s and recent pay stubs will be required to submit. If you have income coming in from Social Security, child support, or retirement, you'll want to have access to those documents. They'll be required by the lender. Any other income that you have will need to be verified in order to qualify you towards getting the loan. If you're self-employed, you should have at least the last 2 years of tax returns. That's the easiest way. If you don't have those, check with your lender. Make sure that you're following their rules, because every lender is a little bit different and has different ideas, but this is kind of a general. If you have retirement, again, if you've retired, use your tax returns for the last 2 years. If you have any rental income property, make sure that you have copies of those leases, information about the HOA, how much of that money is coming in and is part of your income. So assets is the next section that we want to get to. You'll want to have copies of your bank statements, whether they be checking, savings, anywhere that money is sitting that will go toward showing that you can qualify for the loan. Down payment money, you'll want to show that. About 2 months is usually the best rule of thumb. Again, check with your lender to know exactly what it is that they need. Any copies of your stocks and bonds or retirement funds, you'll want to use that as assets. That will increase your asset to loan ratio, which allows you to be a little bit safer bet, with, for lack of a better term, with the lender, and helps you increase the pre-approval probability. The last one is addresses for any other property that you own, whether they're rented out or not, but you'll also have to show taxes, other fees, insurance, HOAs on all of those properties. So make sure you have that information in order. Another thing is creditors. You'll need to submit any mortgage loans that you have, whether or not you're selling a home to buy your next home. They'll want proof of that as time goes on. If you have any other expenses that you have to pay, child support, VA loans, all of those things that need to be included in your debt to income ratio. They will ask about credit cards and car loans. That will also come up in the pre-qualification process. When you are applying for the loan, they'll know when they pull your credit. So it's best to disclose the amount of money that you owe and how much it is that you owe. So bring that with you. Some lastly but not leastly things that you can bring with you when you apply for the loan is bankruptcy. Any information that you have on a bankruptcy. If you have any letters or explanations of credits, maybe something has gone into default, bring that. Divorce decrees, however you split any of the assets, that can be helpful. And if you are a retiree, you can bring your retirement and Social Security letters. So that can help. This was fast. I hope it gave you a quick overview of the pre-approval process so you are able to be prepared when the time comes for you. Again, check the description below, get the links so that you can have this PDF so that you have the information you need when it's time to apply for a loan.